Meet Winona. She is a 72-year-old woman diagnosed with Parkinson's. She lives alone in her 2-story home following the passing of her husband 2 years ago. Over the past year, Winona has found herself having increased difficulty walking around inside her home, even with the use of her walker. In that time, Winona suffered a fall down the stairs, which led to a hospital admission and the decision to relocate her bedroom to the main floor of her home. Since her first fall and stay in the hospital, Winona has had several episodes of unsteadiness on her feet, and one fall that resulted in a visit to the emergency department. Winona's daughter Pat and son-in-law do not live close by and have become increasingly worried about Winona living alone and her changes in health. They are unsure of how Winona is doing on her own, as they are not able to visit to see what support she needs, and they cannot help her with appointments. Aside from outings with her neighbor for doctor's appointments, Winona seldom leaves her home and no longer attends her women's group meetings or card game nights. Winona feels confined to her home due to her deteriorating condition and lack of transportation, and regularly expresses feelings of loneliness with her daughter. Winona relies on her neighbor for grocery shopping and mainly eats frozen, pre-made meals. Winona's anxiety increases with activities such as cooking, cleaning, and bathing as she becomes more unsteady and is afraid to fall while alone in her home. Due to increased worry regarding her mother's condition, Pat decides to complete the checkup with Winona over the phone. The UCare Plus checkup is a self-assessment for individuals and their families to use to understand their current state of health and well-being and to identify possible risks, which can then be communicated to their healthcare providers. Pat has noticed Winona is very down lately and is concerned about her mental health, as well as her physical safety while living alone. Winona required assistance to complete the checkup. Although she has a computer, she is hesitant and uncertain completing on her own. Once completed, the checkup assessment communicated areas where Winona's health and well-being may be at risk and areas that should be monitored by a health professional. Winona's areas to monitor include falls, pain management, and mood. The checkup flagged these areas due to Winona's previous history of falls, her frequent reports of pain, and her self-reported feelings of anxiety, depression, and social isolation. Winona's areas at risk include household activities, a risk of hospitalization due to falls, memory, and family care supports. The checkup flagged these areas due to Winona's feelings of anxiety, inability to prepare a proper meal, her recent hospital admissions, difficulty remembering appointments and important issues to discuss with her doctor, and her family's reports of feeling overwhelmed with her condition. The checkup assessment provided Winona and Pat with links to UCare Plus resources related to Winona's risks, such as appointment planners and caregiver wellness modules. In addition to this information, the checkup assessment generated a function and symptom report. The function and symptom report provides Winona with a summary of her current state of health and important information to take to her healthcare provider. The function and symptom report is an important tool to quickly and efficiently communicate risks with healthcare providers. The checkup results encouraged Winona to make an appointment with her healthcare provider, which she immediately arranged. Winona's family healthcare provider reviewed the function and symptom report and concluded that Winona's risks were not part of the normal aging process. Her health provider discusses options to help Winona. She has agreed to be referred to see a geriatrician. While Winona waits for her appointment with a geriatrician, her healthcare provider has referred her to physiotherapy for safe exercises and home care to assist with personal care and finding resources to help with meal preparation and cleaning. By completing a self-assessment, the checkup allowed Winona and Pat to take control of Winona's health by identifying risks and communicating these risks to Winona's family practitioner, allowing swift action to be taken to prevent further health decline and provide Winona with the support she needs. With the help of her appointment planner and checkup assessment results, Winona is confident in her ability to provide important health information to discuss with her healthcare team. The checkup assessment allows patients and families to complete their own assessment at home. The checkup helps identify areas of concern and provides a printout that clearly communicates the areas of risk to share with a health provider. With the help of the checkup assessment, Winona's risks were identified. She was provided information to get the help and resources needed.